Hi, I'm Todd Weir. I'm a product manager for gas fireplaces with the Majestic brand, and we want to give you a few pointers on how to make your fireplaces look the best both in your showroom and in people's homes. Some of your showrooms may have vent runs that look a lot like this. One thing to keep in mind is that we set our fireplaces in a very safe position made for the max horizontal. So you always need to keep in mind if we change the venting, go vertical, that we make some adjustments, and we'll talk about that. 4 things we're going to talk about is the gas pressure, ember placement, air restrictor, and the air shutter adjustment. It may seem really obvious, but one thing to always double check is the inline pressure. Open up the incoming manifold. Put a manometer on. Shows 7.5, which is perfect for incoming pressure. If the pressure is too low, your fire is going to be too low. Another point that can really affect your flame appearance is ember placement. We provide these glowing embers. What you should do is pull them apart a little bit and place them near the ports, not over the top, but near and possibly impinging on the ports. You don't want to cover the ports up because it will really affect the rest of the flame appearance. Another thing that you can really do to improve the flame is the exhaust restrictor. As I mentioned, we set the fireplaces up for maximum horizontal, but once you go vertical, the draft increases and you might need to restrict it. This is one of our typical exhaust restrictors, and you can see it's adjustable depending on your vertical vent run, and if you refer to the manual for any of our fireplaces, you'll see the proper adjustment. One of the most easy and often missed adjustments is the air shutter, especially when you go vertical. Like I mentioned before, we set them up for horizontal to make sure they don't soot, but you may need to make an adjustment, especially if you have some vertical. On this fireplace, for example, there's a wing nut underneath that you open up and it just slide it back and forth. Big thing is you want to get rid of some of the blue like this one is showing, get it to yellow. But if you go too far, be aware there's a risk of sooting. So it's a little bit of an art, but I think you'll get it. In summary, we've talked about 4 simple things that can really help make your Majestic gas products look their best both in your showroom and in the home. Gas pressure, the restriction, the ember placement, and the air shutter adjustment. All 4 of these apply to each of the Majestic gas products. They're all done a little bit differently in some cases, so make sure you refer to your manual.